Hi, this is Lynn Shuck with Healing and Balance, and we're going to look at ways to disturb and disrupt downward dog to continue to work on stability in the torso and strength through the core. So in downward dog, your hips are up and your torso is at an angle relative to the floor. But if you try and move your arms and legs around, how much do you have to move your torso? Can you keep it still? Now, for many of us, this is challenging because often, if we're given the instruction of, from downward dog, lift one leg up in the air, many of us open up and sort of let that leg just fly back there, the whole body twisted open to the side, which does feel lovely, but it's not working on stability. It's working on a twist. It's working on some dome, arcing of the back. There's lots of things going on there, but it's not stability. So we're going to work towards stability. So first things first, come to downward dog. Press your palms and your feet into the floor. I do not have my heels on the ground because they don't go to the ground yet. We're going to take one leg up in the air and try not to move anything else in your torso. So your hips are exactly where they started, your shoulders are exactly where they started. You will have more weight in one hand, but you're not letting your hips move and you're not collapsing in your back. You're keeping your torso still. And then we try the other side. So I'm bending my leg to take it up because I have a wall behind me. But you could go straight. I didn't realize I could make it all the way down. When I brought my leg down, it worked. So that's the start, is can you lift a leg without moving your torso? I'm not saying you never open it up and do that. That leads to another pose called Wild Thing. That's a lovely thing. But if you're thinking about working on stability and strengthening your core, this is another one of those places you can do that. So let's up the ante. How do we up the ante? We challenge the balance again. Try and make it a little more effort to keep your torso still. So we're going to go back to our three-legged dog. And we're going to lift one leg. And now you're going to try and make the opposite hand as light as you can on the floor. Maybe you come up onto your fingertips, and maybe you pick your hand up, or not. It's not going so well today. And then we'll take the other side. We'll take the other leg up in the air and try and make the opposite hand really light. This side's easier. And come down. So again, adding these, what Cecily of the Yoga Detour, she refers to them as perturbations, adding something that challenges the stability of the pose in order for you to work on the stability of your own body. So that's a way to take downward dog and turn it into something entirely different. It is core strength when you're working that way. It is core strength, not in the sense of abdominal crunching, but in the sense of how able am I to keep my core, my torso, stable while I move the limbs. Give it a shot, see what happens. Go.